Welcome, folks.
IHTN Sports.
Welcome, folks, to Indian Hill Tomahawk Stadium, where the Indian Hill Braves men will be taking on the King Knights for a non-divisional game here tonight on a balmy February night. Yes, you heard me right. It is a balmy February night. Mike, I think we started the season in May and we went backwards because tonight is a February night. Folks, it's about 42 degrees. It's rainy. It's windy. That's going to be a factor in this game tonight, Mike. What do you think we got to look for tonight? Because King's number one player, Jake Skilski's out tonight.
Actually, King's number one player and their number two midi is also out tonight. So that's a good thing for Indian Hill. They've come off a tough loss against St. X the other night. I think they need to get a game. They need to get a win under their belt going into the playoffs here. With Stilski out there and with Bilga out there, they've been playing very strong, although they haven't quite played the schedule that most of the other teams in the Southwest have played. They've been dominating everybody. They beat Loveland, which is probably their biggest signature win. So I think tonight the key is going to be to hold on to the ball, which has been a trick for Indian Hill. We've had a lot of turnovers.
I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland bringing you the live action. We're going to take a short break here for the national anthem, and then we'll be right back to talk about the game and bring you the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country like no other. We ask everyone this time, please rise. Just remove your caps. We're playing our national anthem. Yep.
So welcome, folks, to Tomahawk Stadium. I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland, bringing you the live action on IHTN1 Sports Channel, brought to you by the Indian Hill Television Network. Mike, you know, I was joking earlier, you know, it's Cinco de Mayo, but it feels more like
Cinco de February.
Cinco de February, yes. It's a balmy night out here, about 42 degrees, winds blowing at about 20 miles an hour constant with about a 40-mile-an-hour gust every once in a while. And that we're bringing out the starting lineup. Mike, why don't you tell us who's starting for Kings? I'll bring the Indian Hill starting lineup.
All righty, I'll go through the Kings. Starting at attack, you have number one, Jack Sharner, number 7, Bray Neelam, number 9, Andrew Ellis. I believe Andrew Ellis is a captain. Oh, so is Bray Neelam, 7 and 9. We've got number 12, Ashton Kohler. He's a sophomore. Number 22. Let's see, 22. He might be a sophomore that came up. I don't have him on my roster. Number 6, Chris Stock. Number 14, Kyle Rhodes. Number 21, Michael Naughton. Number 8, Brendan Beatty. And the goalie, number 18, James Naughton.
And for your Braves, you got Wyatt Fruland. Number 8, number 1, Xander Johnson. Number 8, you've got Ryan Fixler. Number 28, Bryn Irvine. Number 24 at the face-off for the Braves is Patrick Ferris. Number 20 is Graham Weiler. Number 44, Matt Sorsen. Number 3 in defense is Evan Youngblood. Number 19, Miller Osball. And in the goal for the Braves in this half is going to be Brooke McClay. So we got 12 minutes here in the first quarter, Mike. We got at the face-off, we got Patrick Ferris, who's right at about 60% on the season. Am I correct in that?
I think he's at 59% exactly. Did the stats, looked over him last night. He's just a touch under 60. So with a good night tonight, we'll get him back over 60%.
You know, Patrick does a great job of getting the ball out where we still have some need for improvement. It's probably at our wing play. Boxing out is a must-have for Patrick because he does a great job of popping it up the middle and getting it to himself. And if it's on the ground, we want to keep those guys out of his way.
And Patrick Ferris to take the face.
Well, there he goes, Patrick Ferris with the face-off win, but he's quickly going to be hammered. So the King Knights are going to start on offense here as Ferris turned the ball over after winning the face-off.
You got 7 Elam, someone they're going to have to watch back there. He's got a scorer's mentality. Really not sure how they're going to adjust without Jake Stilsky or Blake Vilga. They're 2 top middies. It's a shot off cage by number 5, Andrew Henderson.
And backed up by number 7. So, Mike, tonight one of the things that we're going to have to keep our eyes on with the offense especially is how well they're able to control the ball on both sides. With the weather this wet, with it cold, you start to see a lot more turnovers than normal, and that's a great offensive
good
set.
Feed and a score by number 12, Ashton Kohler, sophomore.
The assist by number 9.
Andrew Ellis.
Scored by number 12, Ashton Kohler. Assist on the play, number 9, Andrew Ellis.
So what I was saying, Mike, is offensively, though it didn't look like it there, as this game progresses, sticks are going to start getting wet, meshes are going to get wet and stretched out a little bit. You're going to see the ball not get passed quite as crisp as we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that's so far this year, that's honestly been one of the Braves' Achilles' heel is the passing turnovers. So we'll have to watch to see if they can control the ball a little bit better. I think it'll be key to if Patrick can get off to a good start and win some possessions and get it out to his wings.
Ferris at the face-off for the Braves.
And it's a violation. It'll be King's ball again.
Braves are called for the illegal procedure off the face-off.
Nigel Adams, number 13, will start with it up at the top.
You know, Mike, one of the things that's been interesting to see this year in the first full season of state-sanctioned lacrosse in the state of Ohio is how many teams have come up in their ability. And we're seeing teams like Kings who have not always been dominant becoming much more proficient at the game. Coached by a great coach, Ron Check.
Yeah, I noticed last year, really for the first time I noticed that Kings had gone from, there's an off-cage shot backed up by Kings, but Kings developed from a lot of really good athletes into a lot of really good lacrosse players last year. And I think it's obviously that culture is going to continue with these guys. They're going to continue to play lacrosse at a much higher level. And they're going to need to, Rob. They just advanced into the D1 category this year after being a D2 team for a number of years. Another
shot.
Took a shot from Evan Youngblood.
Kings back up their shot, retain possession.
So right now, folks, you'll notice that the clock on our score line there is blank. The stadium clock is not working correctly, so we're not sure exactly how much time's left in the quarter. That's a turnover on Kings. Ball up to Evan Youngblood, who's bringing it up to midfield, gets it over to Fixler, who's going to bring it into the offensive end for the Braves. So it's a 1-0 game here. Kings up top. Braves with the first opportunity here really to kind of set up their offense. As we see Owen Taylor up top. We see
Cole Warbrick on the other top side.
Fixler down at the... And then you got Wyatt over on the other side. And there's Owen Taylor, the captain, senior, who is headed off to Washington Lee next year to play lacrosse. And that's a disrupted pass by number 6. This will stay Braves ball.
Pass is tipped out of bounds off King's stick. Possession stays with Braves.
Jimmy Brunette brings the ball back into the offensive box.
There's
Taylor with a...
That could be a little bit of wet ball taking effect already. It's still on the ground.
You know, Mike, in the JV game, I think we counted 327 turnovers. Not really, but there was a lot of turnovers late in the game as the sticks got wetter and wetter.
There's another turnover, and Cole Warbrick comes up with it and goes up the middle on a fast break. See if they can
Dumps
get
it to
something
Wyatt
going.
Fluland, who dumps it back to
Xander
who
fires
shoots,
high.
and it'll be backed up by Fixler.
Great shot out of bounds.
Oh, no quick restarts.
Well, we got the refs that like to slow the game down.
Oh, what do we got going on here? Is there a flag down? Something happened. I don't see a flag. Oh, there is a flag on the field. So Indian Hill's going to go man up. I didn't hear it either. Just about ran over Jeffson. Okay, so here's the first man-up attempt. Our man-up percentage has been rather low this year. Not sure why. We've got a very efficient.
Xander Johnson back out to
There's
Fruland.
a turnover
There's
by
another
Xander.
disrupted pass.
Ball's on the ground still.
Swarmed by a bunch of red jerseys. The Braves are going to swarm them, trying to get this ball back.
Xander's going to come. Oh, that's going down to the ground too. And Kings comes up with it, and they go down the field, chased by Fluhoff. Fluhoff forces a turnover, and Jimmy Burnett comes up with the ball, kicks it over to Evan Youngblood.
Jimmy Burnett picks up the ground ball for the Braves.
Evan Youngblood with a pass up to Fruland.
I don't know if
loses
we've got
control of it.
Out of bounds.
I don't know if we've got some nerves or slippery ball out there, but both sides seem to be turning the ball over and just not making real solid plays yet.
And we're back to even lacrosse here, Mike, with 7:40 left in the first quarter.
It looks like the clock's running again, Rob. I don't know. We don't have it on our monitor, but the scoreboard is working again. There's another shot to the middle.
Shot saved by
Brooke McClay.
Brooke McClay. So, folks, there's 7:27 left here in the quarter. Braves are down 1-0.
Miller Alspaugh out there on Ashton Kohler.
Stop for the Knights.
Another good pass to the middle.
Another save by Brooke McClay.
Let's see if we can get a nice sharp clear out here. Another turnover by Brooke. He's got to get that ball up in the air a little bit. Bounce pass.
Great defense.
And another turnover by Kings. A pass from Jack Sharner across to Andrew Henderson and got away.
So, you know, I was joking saying there were 300 and some odd turnovers in the JV game. There were a lot of turnovers, and it just got worse and worse as the game progressed. You're already seeing guys out here not holding the ball like they normally are used to. Youngblood looking to bring it up as he's getting ready.
It's forced out of bounds. Kings turns it back the other way, and they get their clear. Need a slide there.
McClay with an awesome save.
Beautiful save by Brooke.
Shot by Braden Nealon.
That ball was tipped. If it goes out, it's going to stay red. Have it on our mind. It doesn't go out. The man coming in from the box scoops it up. Oh, and
What a great
down
shot. Tough shot for McClay to stop as he was going in the opposite direction.
That's number 9, Captain Andrew Ellis, falling down, catching a low pass, coming in from the wing, and just popped it over Brooks' shoulder.
So the Braves go down 2-0 with 7:13 left in this first quarter. So you're going to see a great save by Brooke McClay here. That kicks it out. Number 7's going to pick this ball up, and he gets it out. They swing the field. Number 9 going down, just puts it right over Brooks' stick on stick side high.
Okay, Patrick wins another face-off and turns and flips it to Bryn Irvine, who kicks it over to Graham Weiler, who dumps it down to Fix, and he gets it in the offensive end. Sure would be nice to see. Oh, a pass by Xander Johnston to Bryn Irvine, cutting down the middle. Kick it out to Wyatt Fruland. He's going to hold it and get the offense set up as they bring in. Oh, they bring in Eric Fluhoff. Interesting. Eric started off as the left attackman this year, and as the season progressed after several games, they realized that to keep their best guys on the field, they put Eric at offensive midi and brought Xander Johnston in. Oh, and Fixler spinning and diving and driving into the goal, gets stopped by a couple guys, and okay, there's a procedure violation against the goalie. I'm not sure exactly what that must have been a ward. So Indian Hill
flew off with the ball as Indian Hill resets their offense.
It's Eric Fluhoff out top. Back to X to Wyatt Fruland. Wyatt sizing up the situation, kicks it out to Xander Johnston, who kicks it back out to Owen. I don't think we've really had a real legitimate shot on goal yet, have we, Rob? We've had a couple of soft ones. There's the first shot off cage by Owen Taylor.
Backed up by Xander Johnston.
Oh, nice feed by Xander to Eric Fluhoff.
So Fluhoff puts the Braves up on the board. We still are having clock problems, folks, so we're not 100% sure how much time's left, but that'll be 1-2 Braves here in the first quarter off of the great assist from Xander Johnston. So you're going to see Xander get the ball. You're going to see him throw the ball into Eric Fluhoff, who gets a great shot off.
Does it look to you like Kings just playing a zone? Because that sure looked like zone defense there.
It was zone defense and a little bit of man watching.
There was definitely ball watching, but looking at that replay, Rob, it looked like they were playing position on the field and not playing a man, because nobody was even moving with Eric as he cut down the middle, which that should be something that they should pay attention to. Now let's get through this. It looks like Kings has come up with a face-off this time. Oh, and Patrick knocks it down. That Patrick hit the ball, so that's going to stay with the Kings. But that was a real nice effort on Patrick. They get it in the box, get their touch. Big shot from the outside.
By Brooke McClay.
Get out. Somebody's got to come for the ball. Here comes Fixler. Oh, Cole Warwick makes a real nice save and then throws the ball back to Kings.
We've got nobody back on defense. They're going to be nice defensive play by Cole.
Just go up the middle, Cole.
Nice
turnover by
check,
Cole,
and that's going to be a turnover.
Again.
So, Mike, we're quickly approaching about 50 turnovers already in the first quarter.
Yeah,
very sloppy game so far. It's sloppy conditions out there
is.
tonight, so we'll give them a break. But it's been like you said earlier, it's been kind of the Achilles heel of the Braves. Our clear is not there tonight. King's doing a great job of covering our clearing efforts tonight. I don't think we've had a real successful clear yet tonight either.
I think that was one of Tim McKay's earliest timeouts that he's called this year, and it was well timed. Okay, 21. Oh, last check. Andrew Ellis.
So we're going to see Andrew Ellis's nice wraparound stick check on Cole Weibrick.
Just reaches around, hits Cole in the stick, and knocks the ball loose.
So Mike, it's again, it's weather's playing a little bit into the game tonight, and it's a 2-1 game. Kings are up. Braves are struggling to control ball on the offensive end. They've only maybe gotten 2 real good looks at the cage.
Yep.
One was wide, and then obviously the one that scored.
It was a goal, and then they had a couple other soft looks, but that were shots, but they weren't. It's not what we're looking for. I think you got to, especially against the zone, you got to put the ball on the cage. So Owen Taylor will start with the ball on his defensive end. That's where the timeout was called. He's got 2 men guarding him from Kings. Looks like Kings is offsides. They're not going to call it. Kings is
Still first quarter.
another turnover.
Chris Stock with the defensive interception.
I'm not sure who had that ball that threw that. Did you see which one of the Indian Hill guys had that ball that tossed it?
I think it came from Youngblood, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not positive who had it. Another pass to the middle, a shot. That was knocked
Nice
down.
block.
Another shot off cage. That's going to be backed up by Kings.
Nice back up there on shot for King possession.
I'm shocked that Tim did not go ballistic on that offsides on Kings.
Yeah, the guy was out there playing right next to the 50-yard line. He just kept stepping over, stepping back. There's a shot off
Wide.
cage. A lot of people, including our scorekeeper over there, will probably give that as a save. But as you know, as a goalie's dead, that was not a save. That was an off cage.
Matt Sorensen with the ball, and
Another
he gets yard check.
turnover. Off cage.
Well, King saves us on that one, Mike.
Yeah, that was really,
2
really
on none.
not a well played.
No, that was a 2 on none. Number 1 needed to pass it over to number 9 and let him take the shot because it would have been a wide open shot. So Braves on their sloppy clear attempt turned the ball over to Kings, who had an opportunity to take this game to a 3-1.
Way off cage.
Backed up by Kings.
Andrew Henderson will bring it back in the far corner. Kicks it up to Elam. Pass to the middle. Ball's picked up by
Nobody's picking it up. Nobody wants it. Nice save by Clay.
And a loose ball pickup and a score by number 13, Nigel Adams.
So, Mike, if the Braves don't start getting the ground balls and they don't start taking care of the ball both on their clears and on the offensive end of the field, this is going to be a long game. So you're going to see in this replay, Brooks McClay making a nice save out of cage here first. And then, but no one there to pick the ground ball up as so Ferris at the face-off X again for the Braves. Weiler in the far wing. Ferris does not win this one yet. It's a loose ball on the ground.
Still in the
Still
air.
open. Kings is going to get the win on this face-off. And they're just out physical. They're playing us more physical.
They've always been a physical team, Rob. I mean, that's one of the things Kings has always had is big, strong, physical athletes.
Well, but now you add that with good lacrosse, and
Yep, there's no
you're a
question.
dangerous team.
Yep, they are, and there's another easy goal. We gotta play some defense on the crease. They're making nice passes to open guys on the crease. There's got to be some responsibility down there to keep your guy. Yeah, I'd like to. They won't need to.
We're going to take a re-look at that goal here. You'll notice that great ball movement by Kings, feeding it in. Nobody
close.
Everybody just standing there watching the men move around and not go to their man.
Okay. Hill gets the ball, gets it down to the offensive end. It seems like a long time since we've had the ball on offense.
Approximately 1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
1 minute left in the first quarter, folks.
Ball gets knocked down on an outside shot. Xander Johnson comes
turns
up
it
with the
over.
ball and drops it. Just a lot of slippery ball play out there. There's a turnover by Kings. They're saving us. We're just not taking care of the ball, Rob.
No, it's a 3-1 game, and this game could really, really be ugly already if it wasn't for some sloppy play by Kings.
Long clearing pass. Oh, the clock must be running low. To Fixler. Fixler turns and shoots and gets the ball knocked
And
down.
that's the end of the quarter, folks. The Braves are down 1-3 against the King Knights here on this balmy February night in May. So, folks, happy Cinco de Mayo, Mike.
Well, is it going to be happy, Rob? This is not what we were hoping for, certainly. I think they'll get it together here. I think they just came out a little bit soft, and they showed that we do have some problems sometimes possessing the ball. It's not necessarily our stick skills or our fundamentals. It's just that they seems like they lose concentration. We've had a lot of intercepted passes on routine passes this year that just drive a coach crazy, because it's not that. It's just a lazy pass. You got to move your feet and pass to the outside, and they're just they seem to be plagued with that this year. I haven't been adding up the number of turnovers, but it's quite a bit.
Give us a little break from the weather here. The clock looks like we may be up and running. It's a 4-1 game. So, Mike, the Braves, you know, the good news is we got 3 more quarters here tonight. So we got another 36 minutes of play. The Braves can come back. This is nowhere by any means a gone game, but we've got to possess and we've got to take care of it. And Patrick Ferris is trying to get the ball. This ball is going to be picked up by
Brent Irvine's got the ball. Gonna try and get it in the box here. That's got to be a trip.
That's going to be a trip.
We'll be going man up, but the ball's still live. If we can, nope, can't hold on to it. We've got to hold on to the ball, guys.
And Tim McKay threw his proverbial flag hat. Did you see that fly up through the air? Can we get a replay of the flag hat going up in the air and blowing back probably 20 feet? So, folks, those that have been around Indian Hill lacrosse a long time will know that when a flag doesn't come out quickly, Coach McKay will let the ref know that there should be a flag, and it's usually by his hat coming off his head and flying in the air.
We've joked for a long time that he should just get a yellow hat.
So let's see if the Braves can capitalize on man up. As you said, Mike, another bad pass.
Lazy passes, just not focusing on passes.
And they're not even moving towards the goal.
There's a shot. Oh, no one doesn't take it. That's unusual. Good feed and
nice.
a goal from Jimmy Burnett down to Xander Johnston on the crease. That looked really, really nice, and it looked really easy, Rob, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the way we're supposed to play lacrosse.
Exactly right.
That was classic Indian Hill ball movement, making the extra pass to get the easy shot.
Yep.
So I'm not sure where we're going to come in on this replay, Mike, but you're going to see the ball feet. So we're going to start with the ball coming from Fruland to Taylor, going one direction. Taylor reversing direction, getting it back to 9 to 1.
Patrick,
and you're going to see them bring it up top. Taylor, then, and nice feed.
Okay,
So
meanwhile,
we're back live here as the Braves win the face-off. Fruland with the ball. So let's see if we can put a little string here. As I said, folks, this is lacrosse. A 4-1 game is nothing to balk at, even though the score
it's 4-2.
the score is 4-2. The scoreboard is not working again, folks. That just
okay.
So we don't have a clock going right now, folks. We'll do our best to try to give you a heads up on how much time's left. Fixler. Fruland with the backhand is off the mark, but backed up by Fruland.
Good hot shot, just out of bounds. Backed up by Wyatt Fruland. We'll start the offense on the end.
Yeah, they're definitely in a 3-3 zone, Rob, which I would think that would typically translate to a big night for Owen Taylor. Whoa, wide Fruland on a turnaround shot just over the top of the cage.
Shot
Backed up
just over the
by the
crossbar.
Braves.
Backed up by Xander Johnson for the Braves.
Back out to the wing. Cole Warbrick up on top with it, kicking it back to Wyatt Fruland. Fakes it past to Xander, then he goes to Xander. They got to start stepping in and looking for some shots here. This is a bad pass from the top from Warbrick down to Xander and turns it over. That's another thing that we've done more than you want to see this year is skip pass turnovers, Rob. And as young kids, you teach these kids no skip passes, and you teach your deep holes to get your sticks up in the middle just to knock those down.
Great outlet pass by the defense up the field for a successful clear by Kings as they get it into their offensive box and are going to set it up.
Got Jack Sharner down to X, moving the ball.
Covered by Miller. Gets his hands a little bit free, but Miller wraps him up. Braves are playing good defense here. Youngblood knocks the ball away, but it's picked up by Kings.
Alex Taylor pressing out a bit. Now he switches him back over.
Great break up by Miller.
Boy, we're
not
just
knowing where the ball is.
Just not going after the ball. It's just like we're half asleep when the ball's on the ground, and Kings is making some plays. And there's a shot off cage.
Almost knocked in by not sure why they blew the whistle.
I'm not sure either, unless they stepped in the crease, but if that was the case, it would have been a free clear, right?
Yep.
Okay, Alex Major brings it up the middle. Pass down to Xander. Xander steps away and shot.
Great shot by Xander Johnston to make this a 3-2 game.
That's
So Alex Major coming down the field from the defensive stop is going to feed this ball to Xander, who's behind goal line extended, folks, and you're going to see him wrap around and do a great step up and just put it
right over his shoulder, right on the stick side, which that's a tough shot to get in there. That's right where the goalie's stick is.
That's threading the needle
Yes,
all
it
day
is.
long. So it's a 3-4 game here, folks. I'm taking a projection that there's about 6.5 minutes left in the quarter. That is not an official time, but it's an approximation. Ferris at the X for the Braves. He gets his own face-off.
Patrick Ferris controls his own face.
Gets it down to the offensive side for the Braves, looking to dump it. Dumps it to Fluhoff.
To Brent Irvine.
I'm sorry, Brent Irvine, who gets it to
Fruland,
who gets it into the box in time. So, Mike, this is a big weekend in lacrosse here in Ohio. Most of the games that will really determine where you are in the tournament are wrapping up today and tomorrow. And on Sunday is Selection Sunday, not only in the NCAA, but also in Ohio High School Athletic Association lacrosse.
Yeah, watching some college yesterday for the second year in a row. Marquette defeated Denver in the Big East tournament. So Marquette, and there's
Fixler's
great
able to
defensive
hold
play.
on to the
Fix
ball.
holds on to it. Passes out to Xander.
Xander feeds it out to Irvine. No, I'm sorry, Jimmy Brunette.
Jimmy and Owen play catch with it for a minute. Back to Fix, back to Jimmy. Jimmy scores!
Nice shot. That's a wonderful, wonderful feed.
That was a
from
great
Fixler
play
to Jimmy Brunette to tie this game up.
That was nice. That
With
was
about 5 minutes left here in the quarter.
very good, patient lacrosse. They just moved the ball around and waited for the defense to make a mistake.
So you're going to see Fixler feed Jimmy Brunette with the ball as he gets past. Does a great job. He loses the ball here, gets it back,
That's
brings it around to Fruland.
Here it comes.
That's going to make it back around the horn again.
There goes
there it
Jimmy.
is to Fixler, Brunette cutting. So it's a give and go from Brunette to Fixler.
Okay,
And
Irvine comes up.
Irvine
with the
comes
ground
up
ball.
with it.
He gets
kind of hangs a
stripped.
stick out.
Ball's loose. Fixler comes up with it. He gets crushed, and there's a flag down. He's
But
still got the ball.
No, you can't stop the play. But there's going to be two guys going down.
Ryan Fixler picks up the ground ball and flag on play.
I'm not sure why they blew the whistle, Rob. He clearly had possession of the ball.
15 seconds back then.
I think Fixler's on the ground, Rob, and they hit him on the ground, and that's a dead ball. They'll kill that every time for safety reasons.
6:36 remaining in the second quarter.
Well, you're going to see Fixler go down, but he goes down because he's got a slash on him.
But then the second guy comes in and hits Fixler on the ground, and when a player's on the ground and he gets hit
There's the
right there,
one with the slash.
that's
and
a
then
dead ball. They'll blow that every time.
No, but so the second flag, I believe, is going to be a non-releasable unnecessary roughness on 14, Mike,
Okay.
with a slash to the head after the dead ball whistle. So the Braves are playing two-man up opportunity here. We'll find out shortly if they're able to convert, whether or not one of those was non-releasable. Nice knockdown by Kings. Now the Braves just need to double the ball.
They call the timeout, I think.
Kings calls a timeout.
Timeout, nice. 6:13 remaining in the second quarter.
There's 6:13 remaining in the quarter, folks, as Kings calls a timeout.
Lacrosse fans, don't forget to head on down to the concession.
Beacon Hill Television Network produces coverage of many of the school sporting events, so be sure to catch all the boys and girls action on this community access channel. For playback times in your area, call the ICRC at 772-4272 or visit their website at www.icrctv.com. Beacon Hill Television Network.
So folks, here on this balmy February night, I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland on Cinco de Mayo, but it feels more like Cinco de February. The Braves have tied this game up 4-4 with 6:13 left, as the Knights will have the ball in their defensive end, and I think McKay is taking exception to where the official is going to place the ball. They called timeout with the ball
In the crease.
so the ball should be starting behind the cage
He's moving them back. He's moving them back to GLA.
So 6:13 left here in the quarter. I will try to keep track of the time, folks. It'll be a little off, but I'll do my best. Braves are still 2-man up.
Oh, Alex Major had him on the.
And, you know, how do you get, when you're 2-man up,
Here we go.
that's just poor coverage by the Braves.
Here we go. We're still 2 men up. We should be pushing his
McKay
timeout
calls
to
a
McKay.
timeout.
Are we getting close to the half, Rob? That is the time.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
what we've got.
I've got the same thing. So, folks, we've put 5:54 up on the clock. That's going to be a rough estimate of the amount of time left in this half. The scoreboard has decided that it is wintertime. It's not supposed to work. So it is a 4-4 game. Braves are up 5:54. They're going to have the possession around the 35-yard line on the field, folks, which is about 5 yards out of their offensive box. And they are 2-man up. So, Mike, we're 2-man up. That penalty came at 6.
I don't remember what time the penalty was, Rob, to be honest with you.
I'm thinking a minute has already gone by.
Oh, there has to have been a minute gone by. We had the ball for a decent possession, and they stopped the shot and took it the other way and called a timeout and turned the ball over, and we brought it back. So
senior captain Owen Taylor with the ball up top. He's going to feed this ball down. Let's see if the Braves can tighten the noose on the Knights as they work the ball around, taking steps in. You'll see that that's another
stupid, lazy pass, turnover.
Another turnover. So 2-man down, and guess what? We're going even ball here. That ball almost went in cage. Mike, how do you go 2-man down, turn the ball over as much as we do? We don't even score on a 2-man down.
We only got one shot and a 2-minute penalty, Rob.
That's great defense by Kings. It's 4-4, folks, with about 5 minutes left in this game. I mean, this half. I think I'm going back into hibernation, Mike.
Yeah, it feels like that, Rob. It feels like that's what we should be getting ready for here.
Folks, tonight in the concession stand is free ice cream night at Tomahawk Stadium.
Shot off Cage. That should be backed up by. Oh, he gave that to the attackman all the way over on this side.
So a little less than 5 minutes left here. Taylor playing defense on number 5. Stopping him, he gets the turnover. McClay picks up the ground ball. So, Mike, let's see if the Braves can actually get some offense going here. I mean, you're 2-man up for almost, I think it was 2 minutes.
Yeah, it had to be a 2-minute.
That's how anemic our man up has been all year.
Oh, that was nice feed.
Was a beautiful, beautiful shot by
Wyatt Fruland takes it in from the edge off the feed from Owen Taylor, and that was just a little bit of lazy defense getting back, Rob.
Yeah, lazy defense. Great offense. I need to tell his dad to keep the noise down so that we can be heard in the booth.
Our man up has been
Fruland do a nice look away and just put it right across the goalie's body. That was an awesome shot.
That was very nice. That was very nice.
Mike, don't get too proud about it.
I quit doing that about 6 years ago, Rob. There's
Wyatt
no money in it.
Wyatt has been a great asset to the Braves high school team for the last 2 years. He's a sophomore. lots of time left for him to do some great things for the Braves, but that was one of what I would call one of his signature moves. He drives to the cage, looks away, gets the defender to kind of slough off, and he just puts the ball right across the goalie's chest. And that's not an easy shot to make, Mike.
No, he's at that position. You got to be able to shoot with the low angle back there. Fluhoff's turning around. Nice right-handed shot by Fluhoff over the top and out of bounds.
So about 3:11 left here in the half, folks. It's Indian Hill Braves 5, Kings Knights 4. Mike, if you want some great lacrosse this weekend, tomorrow afternoon here at Tomahawk Stadium, you're going to see the number 1 and number 2 team in the state play. It's the Lady Braves against St. Francis de Sales.
Ooh, Owen Taylor on a shot on cage. Nice handle. Good handle by number 6. I noticed number 6 last year. I'm not sure if he's a Brooke comes out of the goal to get the ball. Nice move by a goalie. Up to Graham Weiler. Here we go. Some movement. Get some movement going. We're very good when we get running in transition.
Fixler with the ball, gets it to Fruland.
He's calling for someone to cut. What do we got, you think? Couple minutes, 2.5 minutes, 2:20 left? Ooh, that was a risky pass.
I just heard them yell 30 seconds, but it might have been 2:30.
Well, I would hope that the officials are keeping the players on the field appraised of what the score is. There's Owen Taylor on a bounce shot and hits the cage.
That was a great save by the Kings goalie. Picked up by number 4, who's looking to move the ball up the field.
It's Ashton Kohler who scored their first goal. He's coming right up the middle. Dumps it off to the wing, dumps it down, and that's a beautiful fast break and a goal. That was just the way you draw up a fast break, Rob.
So we're going to have a save here from the Kings goalie on the replay that leads to a great clear out to number 6, who brings the ball up the field, dumps it, and you're going to see good ball movement, good cutting. Our middies don't get back on defense. We're playing short man on the field. The Kings scores to make it a 5-5 game. So great shot by Taylor, that just great save. It was a great bounce. It bounces out.
Patrick Ferris fighting for the loose ball. Got to be a push there.
That's
and
a
it
push
is.
with a possession.
No, they didn't call it with a possession. They just called it a push, Rob. I agree with you. He had the ball when they knocked him down, but nice feed by Wyatt to Ryan Fixler. Fires. Oh, he.
Fixler's a little lazy running down the end line. I think that was the right call, Mike.
Was it?
Yeah. Kings guy hustled, got closer.
Oh, there's the ball up in the air. That should be our ball. It is. Fixler takes interception. Oh, and gets.
Come on, Wyatt, get the ball.
Wyatt scoops it up. Oh, where's Cole going with that? There's nobody back there.
It's going to be goalie ball.
Yes, it is.
Let's see if our guys ride. Our guys are not doing a great job of covering on clears.
They're doing a really nice job of catching some.
Well, Mike, like you said, Kings is known for their athleticism, and now they've got lacrosse skills with it.
Yep.
And it's showing in their clearing game. I mean, their clearing game is, it's not necessarily the most perfect passes, but they're receiving guys make great catches.
Good athletes. They go up and get the ball.
So the Braves have allowed Kings to tie this game up. 1 minute left in the game.
In the half, I hope.
The half. Thank you. That's twice now, Mike. I need to. It's all those slushies I drank at halftime. That's why it's so cold out here.
Okay, there's a turnover. Oh, and Wyatt Fruland back on defense, coming up with the ball for the clear.
About 22 seconds left here in the.
He's taking it all the way in. Oh, off cage, but they back it up with 11 seconds. They got enough time to get a nice possession out of this. Owen Taylor dodging.
Looking to take a shot.
3, 2, 1.
Shot
off cage. And that's going to be the half, I'm guessing. The clock shows zeros.
That's the
There
half.
it is.
So great job by our booth operators bringing it up. It's a 5-5 game here at halftime at Tomahawk Stadium, where we're having a nice February day in May. And I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland. We're going to take a short break here, folks. Go to your refrigerator, get your favorite beverage on Cinco de Mayo, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks.
Alright, so y'all are about to tune in to the most enlightening, fantastic, amazing program this side of the Mississippi. It's called Braves Beat. Educate yourself.
Happy Friday, my Braves.
And happy Cinco de Mayo.
Adam, I've got to say, I love this sombrero.
Gracias, amiga. Time for some action.
Friendly reminder to set your calendars, because on Tuesday, May 16th, Chieftain, our school newspaper, will be holding a fundraiser at the Montgomery Road Chipotle. Be sure to buy a burrito and support your local journalists.
Your Indian Hill tennis team played Torpin on Monday and came out with a 3-2 win. On Wednesday, the team played the top D1 team in the state, Mason High School, coming out strong on all courts. The Braves fought through some hard matches. Due to a rain delay, the match was moved into the Camargo. In the end, the Braves lost, but it was a good match. Here's some highlights from the matches.
Way to compete, Braves.
Our Indian Hill students took on the national DECA competition in Anaheim against 19,000 kids from around the world. 14 Indian Hill students made it to nationals, and Cameron Metz and AJ King made finals, with AJ King making it to the top 10. Be sure to congratulate all of the DECA nationalists.
This past Tuesday was senior night for our girls lacrosse team. They defeated Lebanon 18-4. Wish them luck for tomorrow when they play at home against St. Francis de Sales at 1.
Last weekend, your Indian Hill chess team, full of handsome, available individuals, compete in the state championship, bringing home second place. Great job, Braves. Last Friday was the Music Fest and was a great time for students and faculty alike. Here's some footage from the event.
Dr. Miles, how's it going, my man?
Fantastic. It's a great afternoon.
Hey, you enjoying Music Fest? You feeling the vibes?
I have never missed a music fest yet. I enjoy seeing all the kids actively engaged down here. It's always a great time to throw at the dunk tank, catch a football, do the obstacle course. It's always a great time.
Hey, Liz.
Oh my gosh.
How you enjoying Music Fest?
It's okay.
Well, I'm having a great time at Music Fest right now. It's decent. It's a good year. I'm glad it's not raining. It's a good time. Awesome.
It's pretty good. Had a lot of customers.
Yeah, making money.
Music Fest this year is great. It would be wonderful if someone would turn the sun on, but no rain, dunk tape, lots of sweet treats. Music is going. It's a good day.
The American Bar Association Commission on Civic Education, in conjunction with the Ohio Center for Law-Related Education, annually recognizes Ohio students who have gone above and beyond to be informed, engaged citizens who valued and are involved in their communities. Please congratulate John Wang Ryu, Milan Bandari, and Maral Singh in becoming the first, and so far only, IH students to be named to the Civics and Law Honor Roll. Congrats. Let's check in on John and Gabe as they hunt some ghosts.
Is that a wasp? I don't want to play your games, man. I just want to have a conversation. Let me know you're here. I don't like this. John, wait. I'm listening. Some say he still haunts this house to this day.
We're gonna get his ghost on camera and make it a groundbreaking story. This is a song! What, you think you can sneak up on me like that? Turn on that light flash.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Bell.
We've investigated the house, and we have concluded that it is most likely haunted by the spirit of little Timmy.
He's a creepy...
Dude, I'm gonna hang up on you.
No, don't.
Alright, but you're the one with the ghost. Okay.
Earlier this week, U.S. News & World Report releases this 2017 ranking of best high schools in the country. Indian Hill received a gold medal ranking, coming in 3rd in the state and 125th in the nation. Out of over 6,000 high schools that were ranked, this is up 1 spot in Ohio and 56 spots nationally compared to last year.
That's all we've got, Braves.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, like our Braves Beat Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube, and email us with any school updates.
And as always,
stay classy, Indian Hill.
Okay, here we're back. Owen Taylor with the shot and a off cage. It's going to stay at Indian Hill's end. Indian Hill won the face-off, kicked the ball out between his legs. Did Patrick Ferris to Bryn Irvine. Here goes Ryan Fixler, dodging two guys, and boy, again, that's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Indian Hill ball because it was tipped. Ryan Fixler's running off the field. I wonder if he's got a broken stick. And in comes sophomore Sam Richardson. Sam's gotten some pretty good time this year as a sophomore, which is good because he'll be a staple. Another pass to the middle and turnover. We got to take better care of the ball. Evan Youngblood. That's a Ward. Oh. Owen Taylor brings the ball up the middle. Gets the clear. Spins it down to Sam Richardson, who kicks it back to Wyatt Fruland. See if we can get through an offensive possession without throwing the ball away here, Rob. Wyatt kicks it out to Xander Johnston, back out to Cole Warbrick on top. Cole with a little bit of a wild pass there to Xander. Xander Rissom score! That was a patented Xander Johnston goal from the wing over there, Rob. You're going to see that a bunch in this year and the next couple of years. I've seen it before. Nice feed from Wyatt from X up to his running mate Z, who just puts it in the opposite corner. That's a hat trick for Xander Johnston. I believe that's his first hat trick for the year.
So, folks, I'm going to take a wild guess. There's about 10 minutes left in this quarter. That's a estimate based on the amount of time that I believe went past. Again, we're having some scoreboard problems tonight.
Okay, they're guarding Bryn Irvine a little closer over here. He kicks it back out. Oh, we got Brooke McClay at LSM, which means Henry Mayu is in the goal now for the second half, Rob. We missed that, but you notice it right away on the ground ball count because Brooke is very good with that stick, although he initially mishandled that ball a little bit.
So Xander's behind the cage for the Braves, and he turns the ball over again.
We're just not taking good care of the ball. Now you're likely to see some ride here because Xander's not very happy about that. And it is a turnover, and Jimmy Burnett comes up with it, looks to the middle. No, he doesn't look to the middle. He looks back to Z. Here comes a shot.
Fruland.
Nope, he thinks twice and takes it back out.
Up to Taylor. Taylor's going to take the dodge and shoot.
Owen off cage.
That's going to
be a race. It's going to go to the goalie. He was back. 9:15, pretty close. Okay, the ball's on the ground. Nobody knows it. Oh, that's just an unfortunate goal.
And we go 6-6.
The ball was on the ground and nobody was looking for the ball, Rob. Everybody was just running with their head to the back of the ball, running down the field. Any number of guys could have seen that ball and just didn't come back and taken it, and just field awareness was lacking on that play a little bit.
And the defense not paying attention to where guys are on the field. It's middle school, it's elementary school lacrosse. Know where the offensive guys are on the field. Never let one be behind you when you're playing defense.
Oh, and Patrick doesn't come up with the face-off win this time. The number 22, who sorry, but I don't know his name at face-off. Here's 12, Ashton Kohler dodging. He's going all the way around the other side. Spins it back out to the top to their number 1. Henry Mayu with a nice save and a nice clear to Alex Major. Alex Major comes up the field, kicks it back to Wyatt Fruland and bounces it out of bounds. We just can't. Yeah,
Yep.
There's a turnover and a ground ball by Wyatt Fruland. He forces the turnover and comes up with the ball.
He runs into his own pick. Dumps it out to Xander. And the Braves are going to set up their offense where Owen Taylor and Fluhoff
Here
are
comes
up top.
Cole Werbrick coming in for the third midi.
Down to
Sammy Richardson. Back across to Wyatt. Wyatt will bring it across, dumps it into the middle to Fluhoff, who's a little bit too far past center to take a shot. He wisely brought it back in and carried it through. But that'll be there again if they keep watching that. Owen Taylor with
What
the
a
patented
rocket.
shot.
So it's a 7-6 game now. Braves are up again with about 7:36 left here, folks. Again, that is an estimate.
Oh.
Great bounce shot by Owen Taylor from the outside right-hand side. You can see him run past his defender, just take a nice shot and put it.
You know, Rob, that it does my heart good to see Owen come away with that, because that's his first goal in 3 games. He went scoreless against Wyoming. He went scoreless against St. X, and that's nice too. I like to see Patrick starting to flip the ball back to his LSM, kicking it up to Bryn Irvine in a very easy face-off win, and a shot
Irvine
by Bryn.
shot saved by the keeper.
Maybe not what we wanted on our offensive possession there, but I was just saying what an easy routine win that was on the ground ball and getting it into the offensive end, and then Bryn decided to get some, and it didn't quite go his way. There's a
steal by
snag.
Mayhew.
There's a
Gets it
pass
up
to
the
the middle.
field to.
It's going to go to Bryn Irvine again, and that's got to be a push in the back. No?
How's that not?
How in the world?
That's a tackle. Mike, you know me.
That's got to be Indian Hill ball, but I'm not sure what in the
They
world they were
awarded
saying.
Indian Hill. They better award it to Indian Hill.
Yeah, they have
That's
to.
just some horrible officiating right there.
That was just a blatantly.
So we're going to take a look at the replay. It'll be on your left-hand side here, live action on your right-hand side. I mean, he has the ball.
There's Fixler driving to the middle. I'm sorry, I'm calling the live play here. Owen with the ball back up on top again. Owen wants some more, it looks like. He dumps it down. Xander to Fruland. Fruland goes inside.
Scores!
Scores! Feed from Xander Johnston and a little inside roll.
I'm telling you, that's his signature move.
It is. Those are 2 of the shortest distance goals I've seen him score this year, but they're 1 foot and 8 inches, I think, are the.
So here's the replay, folks.
He just, his defender didn't cut off the crease, and he just went inside and knocked it in.
So 8-6. Braves are up. Got McClay and Major in the wings.
Oh, nice ground ball by Brooke McClay. Alex Major back out to Ryan Fixler. Ryan's going to.
Gets his touch.
I'm guessing Ryan's got a new stick or a new shaft or something. He went out there. He's getting beat on out there by number 4, and here comes a double. We better get rid of it. And he does. Now that should give us numbers because, Owen Taylor on a left-handed rip. That's going to stay Indian Hill ball. Alex Major. You got me saying Alex Taylor now, Rob. Alex Major. What are you doing? They're giving that to... They're giving that to Kings. That's, oh well. Long pass up the middle. That's going to be a loose ball, and that's going to go out of bounds, and I think rightfully so.
The ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. That was Indian Hill's ball all along.
Yes, it was. It knew it.
It'll be a turnover here by the Braves. It'll be Kings ball. Mike, this is frustrating to watch. This is just sloppy lacrosse by the Braves tonight. I know they're winning 8-6.
Shouldn't be even close though, Rob.
No, because their two best players are out of the game all game. This should have been a much more dominant performance by Indian Hill, and it really just has been lackluster.
Kings is moving the ball around. I got to say, the goals that Kings have gotten,
Well, Mike,
I think they've got a couple of cheap ones.
We got away with offsides.
Yeah, I think Alex Major was way back when Xander stepped over, and he saw Alex was back and he took off.
No, we had 7 men on this side of the field and 3 men on that side of the field. We actually had too many men on the field.
Oh. Another save by Henry Mayu and a clear out to Cole Warbrook, who turns and comes up the field. He's going to get
Cole's
the clear.
Going to take it down through X.
He's pushing. He's done this a couple times this year where you get to X, kick it out. Xander for his 4th goal. Oh, just off cage. Backed up easily that time by Indian Hill.
And the refs get the call right this time. Indian Hill ball.
Yeah, there would have been a riot if they'd called that the wrong way. Wyatt's muscling his way down inside. I think he's found a sweet spot down there in the crease.
I can't believe they're playing a shorty on Owen. Nice. And that's going to be a penalty.
On who?
On Kings, on number 20, on number 12 it looks like.
I didn't see it, Rob. Where was the penalty at?
Down here on Owen's pass, the follow-through slash to the shoulder.
Okay. I didn't see. I wasn't sure where the. No, it looks
now,
like.
Now Owen might have given it a little good.
Little acting
yeah.
job. Little Academy Award performance. That's not like Owen. Owen wouldn't do that. He's a pretty big, strong kid. You'd have to hit him pretty good to knock him down or to. So Jimmy Burnett brings it in and the man up. Xander Johnston out top with Fluhoff.
So going a little inverted here with Johnson up top.
Oh, we got Owen at X. Out to Wyatt on the wing. Kicking it back out to Z. To Jimmy. Jimmy's taking it in. Kicks it back to Wyatt.
Ooh.
He wants one. One more and step in. Yep, Flu's going to take it over on this side. And they rotate around, and Owen's coming back out top. There's a cross pass.
Oh, what
a feed by Jimmy Burnett and a shot.
I like that quick stick shot by Furlan.
Wow. I was cringing when I saw him wind up to throw that pass because it was a skip pass, and we've not had much success with those tonight or all year, but
here comes a great replay. You're going to see a great feed from the top right-hand side of the cage. Brunette.
And Wyatt's wound up in shooting as he receives the ball, and I didn't even see it go to goal.
Off stick low. I mean, it was a beautiful.
Very nice play. Very, very nice look by Jimmy Burnett. Good reaction by Fruland.
Well, Wyatt's had an itchy stick over there all half. Now 3 minutes left here in the quarter. As Ferris gets his own ground ball.
Oh, he's going. Oh. And he passes to Ryan Fixler. I'm going to call that a pass, Rob, because I don't think he wants that in his stats as a shot on goal.
Well, it definitely wasn't on goal.
No, it wasn't. Look at Ryan Fixler coming out. That's what we like to see is a little bit of fire. That's good hustle and good intensity by Ryan, senior attackman. Getting beat up by 4. I think he wants to go around this guy. The last time they did this, Ryan had to run off the field with a broken stick, though.
Xander out to Fruland. Fruland quickly gets it up to Warbrick, who gets it to Taylor. And we've got a substitution coming in, Warbrick.
What do we got? 2, 4, 6. What do we got?
Illegal procedure.
Maybe they're coming in too early.
Might be too many men on the field.
There's a good defensive play by Eric Fluhoff to turn the ball over.
I'm not sure what that call was, Mike.
I'm not either.
I guess maybe they got.
There's a
maybe it was
long pass to Owen. Here we go. Fast break. Ryan. Oh, no. Okay, goalie's out.
He's fair game, boys. Well, and now they've got numbers, and let's see if our
we're
defense.
okay. We're okay. We worked our way back. Good D. Come on, stay with him, Graham. Oh, behind the back pass by number 6.
It's in the crease.
That's gonna. Now the goalie didn't have it. Oh, did he
No,
get
he
in the
stepped
crease?
in the crease.
Okay.
Mayhew.
Good fake by Henry. Hits Jimmy Burnett going across the middle, who bobbles it once and comes up with the loose ball. Races down the field.
1 minute left here in the third quarter, folks. That's the official time, 1 minute. So the Braves are going to try to get a score here with less than 1 minute left. There's probably about 45 seconds. Nice feed.
Oh, a turnaround backhanded pass by Jimmy. Just
Backed
off
up
cage.
by Fruland. Will be Braves ball with about 30 seconds left. Fruland looking to bring it in.
Too many.
Well, he gets the ball knocked loose, and it's going to be a turnover as the Kings keeper has the ball, dishes it out to 6. About 20 seconds left here in the quarter.
This is another one of our weak points this year, Rob. We seem to give up goals right at the end of quarters with just seconds on the clock. That's the quarter, so we held them off that time. We've several times this year we've given up goals with 5 and 4 and 3 seconds left in the quarter. So that was nice to see him shut that down.
So at the end of 3, the Braves are up 9-6 here at Tomahawk Stadium, where the scoreboard has decided it is time for Old Man Winter to play havoc on them. Again, folks, it is May 5th, or better known as Cinco de Mayo, but it does not feel that way at all. It feels more like a blustery February day here at Tomahawk Stadium. Lots of umbrellas out. Lots of neighbors cozying up to each other to try to stay warm. The wind has calmed down, Mike. That's probably the two keys. Wind's calmed down, but it is still raining out there incessantly.
It's coming down good. You can see it in the lights. Up by the lights, you see the rain coming down, and it's not warm. This is not a warm spring rain, Rob. It's in the low 40s, and I think you nailed it. This is like early spring lacrosse. This would be very much like one of our first games of the year, and a lot of times in our first games of the year, it's not unusual to see some snow flurries, although I don't think we're tonight. But
well, Mike, if you'll remember, our first game that we televised this year, it was about 75 degrees. It was early March, and it was sunny, and we were wearing shorts.
Right.
And here we are, May 5th, and I'm really wishing I had long johns on. So Ferris at the face-off X. It's the fourth quarter here. The Braves are up 9-6 against the King Knights. Let's see if the Braves can keep moving the pace in the right direction.
Oh!
McClay gets leveled, and Kings has got numbers, and that's going to be a turnover.
But you know what I just saw there, Rob? I saw something from Kings that we wouldn't have seen 2 years ago. They moved the ball quickly. They moved the ball across to the other side, all the way down the field, and it just got away from them on that last pass. Or that would have been a goal. They
definitely
ran
they
ran the fast break the way you want to run a fast break. Oh, and there
Mayhew's out of the cage. He's getting back, but and our defense falls into place.
Miller Elspa out on the top on Ashton Kohler. Shot off cage by number
Be backed
7.
up by Kings. So
Matt Sorensen.
the time on the television, folks, is an approximation. It's pretty accurate. There's about 11 minutes left in this game.
Oh, there's a flag down. I'm not sure. That looked like a good stick check to his hand. I don't know what. There's a shot off cage that's going to go out, and they're going to serve the penalty. This is our first man down, isn't it, Rob?
It is going to be our first man down of the night.
Do you got a replay of that, Zach? I'd love to. It was
about 15 seconds back.
Back on the ball, about 15 seconds. It looked like a good wrap check by Graham Weiler right on the guy's stick hand. Graham's number 20. And I'm not sure, I can't imagine what the penalty was, but.
So here comes a replay real quick.
If I'm wrong, Rob, I'm sure will correct me, but. Right here, right here. Right there.
That's right on his
That
hands.
is an absolutely perfect stick check. There's a shot off cage. I don't know what that call was. That was what you teach your kids to do defensively with their sticks.
Well, I'll take that check any day of the week.
All day long.
And let's just have the Braves do a great job of playing man down here. So you got Jaden Anderson in on the man down. You got
shot off cage.
Miller Osball. You got Alex Taylor,
Alex
Evan
Major,
Youngblood, and Matt Sorensen.
Alex Major. Alex Taylor is a junior or senior.
In college, yes, he is. I don't know why I want to call him Alex Taylor.
Because you're old and you remember Alex Taylor when your son played.
That could be.
And it's Alec Taylor, by the way.
It is.
Alex.
So it doesn't even make sense.
Shot off cage.
I think the old part makes sense.
The old part definitely makes sense.
So we have just come to the determination that I am no longer young. My name is Rob Old. I'm bringing you to tonight's action here at Tomahawk Stadium with Larry Bird in the.
Xander hits a fourth goal of the night on a beautiful low to high score. Oh, that was their guy.
And you're calling their guys our guys, at least I know.
Well, look at him. He looks just like Xander Johnston.
But he's got a red jersey on tonight.
You're right. We're at the wrong
Here comes
field.
the replay of Xander Johnston.
Well, I think. All right, so I forgive the officials for making what appear to be horrible calls. That looks. I do. Not you too,
here
Zach.
comes
that looks so much like a Z shot. Yeah, and it goes
Can we
right
rewind
over
it
the
and replay
white.
it a couple times.
The white goalie, Henry.
So,
Mayhew.
folks, at the face-off is Patrick Ferris as he pops the ball out and tries to pick it up himself.
There's a push that's going
it's
our
going
way.
to be Braves ball.
They were pushing Patrick, I think.
I think that was a makeup call.
Bryn's got to get it in. We only got 10 seconds from there, boys. And they do. So, what's the score here? 10-6, really? Is it 10-7? They just scored. I thought it was 9-6 before.
So the ball's to number 1.
Oh, see, you guys gave the goal to the wrong team.
It's 9-7. Yeah, see, we're all messing up tonight. Folks, it's the weather. It's all in our head, and it's Cinco de Mayo.
It's going to be King's ball. It was knocked out of bounds after the errant pass.
Folks, if you haven't had dinner, come on down to Tomahawk Stadium where they're serving great fare tonight, and I'm sure they have plenty of food left because it is a blistering night out here.
Actually, the grill's not on tonight, Rob, because they don't turn the grill on.
But they have coney dogs.
They do have coney dogs.
And they have, I forget what you told me, this is Mexican coffee.
Sure it is, Rob.
That's what she told me.
Sure it
And she
is.
said I could get a free refill if I wanted.
Well, there you go.
So, folks, tomorrow afternoon here at Tomahawk Stadium, you're going to see the Lady Braves take on the Francis DeSales.
Another flag. I don't understand what these flags are for what appear to be really good defense. Unless they're there's another one and a goal. Wowzer. Well, they should both be released. Those penalties should both be let go because neither one was a slash. I would think that
I think they're calling the one a slash.
How in the world?
Both of them. They're going to call slash to the arm, slash to the head. Mike, walk them through the replay as I see what they call. Slash, 1 minute on Osball. Slash.
Okay, there's Miller behind the cage. He hasn't come anywhere near his head yet. He threw the flag. It was before, and he may have nicked him in the face mask there. Okay. It was well before, though. It was before that, but that's okay. We'll come around this way. Let's see what the other one's going to be. There's nothing there. That would be a hold if it's any. Oh, he hit him right on
top of the head.
Hit him right on top of the head. Okay. No, that was just 2, and then they scored the goal.
So it's a 9-8 game here. 9-8.
A timeout. Well called timeout.
So, Mike, let's get this straight. Alec Taylor graduated 4 years ago from Indian Hill. Great midfielder for the Braves. I keep calling Alex Major, number 12, Alec Taylor. You like to call Kings players number 1, Xander Johnson, and even credited Xander with a Kings goal.
No.
So I'm not sure whose head's got the most brain freeze tonight, whether it's you or me, but I think we're even.
I didn't credit him with the goal. It came up as a goal on the monitor. I'm not pushing the goal button, so somebody else did that. So
No. Just during the play, you said that's a beautiful goal by Xander Johnston. And that was before they put the score up.
Well, you're right. So did they put the score up because I called it for Xander Johnston? Oh. So
and our producers. So
the
folks,
producers having a bad night.
We're having a little bit of fun here tonight on Cinco de Mayo. It is a blustery night here at Tomahawk Stadium. I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland bringing you live action here at Tomahawk Stadium where the Braves lead the King Knights 9-8 with about 7:38 left. We've had a lot of difficulty tonight. The scoreboard doesn't work, so our time is approximate. Our score is correct. It is 9-3. We're broadcasting this live on IHTN 1 on the YouTube. So feel free to watch it anytime you want, 24/7. We will be back here tomorrow afternoon bringing you the Lady Braves taking on the St. Francis de Sales team, who is the number 1 team, and our Lady Braves are number 2 in the state. Mike?
It'll be a great game. Not very often. Well, it's not very often before the playoffs start that you see a number 1 and a number 2 team playing this late in the season, Rob. The Braves are doing a nice job of just burning this penalty.
Well, the great.
And they
and
throw it away.
Turnover.
Good Lord. We're just not taking care of the ball, and what should be a routine pass turns into a turnover. Now they're still man up.
Great catch.
That caught him in the leg. I think he's limping a little bit there, but.
Well, and Alex Major needs to get back and play defense instead of looking up the ref going, hey, he came over and back. And
There's
now
a
we're going
flag.
down. We're going to be 2-man down.
We've got 6 defenders on the field, I think.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. We got too many men on the field.
No, we're going to be.
Alex Taylor should have come off. Alex
did.
Major should have come off the field and didn't when we were transitioning from the offensive end to the defensive end.
I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but so that'll be 30 seconds.
So there's 5:55 left here. Mike, that game tomorrow is a grudge match. It's a rematch of the state championship game that happened last year that the Lady Braves lost in overtime. So this should be one of the greatest games.
They're giving the ball to Indian Hill here, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on, Rob. I don't think the refs have a real good grip on what is going on here tonight.
Yeah, if you're called for too many men on the field, it should be their ball.
I agree. There's another flag. We're not going to have any guys left on the field soon. Yeah,
that was a good call, but
he stepped out of the box. I didn't hear the call.
Not 100% sure, but I think they called him for a slash.
Here comes Jaden Anderson in on the man
So
down.
Two man down. You got Jaden Anderson, Brooke McClay, Graham Weiler, and Matt Sorensen.
So we'll be 6-on-4 here for a bit. We've been surprisingly strong, Rob, on our man down this year. We're running at about a 68% success clip on man down on the season.
Boys, you got to play zone. Nice stop by Mayhew.
Get out of the crease, and he does.
Get it to Weiler, who's going to bring it up, and they're not doing a great job of doubling the ball here. Tim, call a timeout. Weiler shoots a fake, comes across the midfield. It's going to be Braves' ball. That should have been a push with possession. He had the ball when he went to the ground. The ground caused him to lose control. And I think we're now one man down.
Yep, we just had, we're now 5-on-6 on the offensive end, and there should be.
And Owen Taylor's going to take a victory lap here. No, it's not a victory yet, but that's typically what you do when you're man down and you have possession. You try to run it around the field and keep possession until you're even. Now
we're even, and it goes to Fluhoff, who brings it in. Dodge in the middle. Feels the pressure, kicks it back out to Fixler, who's out top. That means Owen must be on the wing somewhere, which he is right there. Cole Warbrick on the top, over to Fix. All the way back to Xander.
Xander to Fruland.
Back out to Owen Taylor.
Owen Taylor's got the shot.
Oh, Owen Taylor's got a wide open shot. Oh,
nice
and a nice save by the keeper. Okay, the ball went to the ground, but picked up by Ashton Kohler, number 12, and he fights his way past Graham Weiler. Just a strong player. Ashton, I'm sure you remember Ashton. Ashton played on a 2020 Royals team a few years ago, Rob, with your son Josh.
Yep.
And I coached him for a couple years, and he is relatively new to the sport of lacrosse. In fact, that was one of the first years he played lacrosse, and
which would have been
was a
sixth grade, in between sixth and seventh grade.
And he was just an outstanding athlete. But as we said before about Kings, they've always been very strong athletes, and I've seen tonight that Ashton has certainly developed his lacrosse skills, and that's going to be backed up by Brooke McClay. So Indian Hill will get the ball back with 3 minutes and 16 seconds left, leading by a goal, 9-8. Be nice to.
4:34 is actually left in the game. 4:34, 4:30.
Okay, we don't have forever here. Let's get it to Evan Youngblood. He's going to run up the middle. Up the side. I think, was that a failure?
Failure to advance.
Yes, I think you're right.
Well, and they shouldn't have gotten the ball on their defensive side of the field. These refs definitely do not.
They haven't kept a good grip on this. You're right. If it's a failure to advance, that by definition means we didn't get it across the midfield line. There's a little hidden ball.
And we got too
trap.
many men on the field again.
And they caught us.
Yep, that's why we're going man down again.
That's
this is just sloppy play by the Braves tonight. I mean, at the high school level, there's no reason. I mean, this is third too many men on the field call we've had tonight, Mike.
There's a difference, Rob, between an offsides play and too many men on the field. Offsides can happen in the heat of the moment. You get caught jumping over the line or subbing in or out. But too many men on the field is a simple matter of math.
Right, and that's the second this quarter, too many men on the field.
Yeah, and the last time we had too many men on the field, we were already a man down. So
the Braves are going to have to figure out how to, even though it's a tie game, 9-9, about 3:30 left here in the fourth quarter. On that last man down.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Off cage. Backed up by number 1 on Kings, whose name is Sharner, not Johnston. It's a shot off cage again. Kings is clearly shooting the ball here. Comes another.
Save. Mayhew. Out to Warwick.
Very nice clear to Cole.
Right idea. Fruling gets a loose ball, dishes it up. Major loses the ball. Kings picks.
That's Alex Major. Alex Major. What do we have here? Timeout?
I think Kings called a timeout.
Okay.
So if you watch McKay, he's not going to be a happy guy. They're just not playing solid lacrosse tonight.
Well, Rob, it would just stand to reason on the coldest, windiest, rainiest night of the year, we're looking at an overtime game staring us right in the face. So.
Folks, we're going to get an official score here and time. I believe our time is close. I think our score may be off. So, folks, this is Rob Young with Mike Fruland as the rain starts to come down harder. The wind's starting to pick back up. Kings looking to clear the ball out of their defensive end. We just don't ride tightly.
Okay,
so the official score is 9-8.
Indian Hill.
Indian Hill is up by 1. Kings has the ball in their offensive end, Mike, with about 2:20 left in the game. And that's Alex Major playing defensive midi.
Very good, Rob.
Alex Major. Shot, saved by Mayhew.
Nice save by Mayhew. It's going to be a race for the ground ball to the side. That's going Indian Hill ball. They gave it to the hustle of Matt Sorensen, one of our senior captains. Oh, Alex launches the ball up the field.
Turns the ball over. It's King's ball.
I'm not sure what the impetus there was to launch the ball up the field, but it's going to stay red. So Kings will have the ball with, we think, about 1.5 minutes left in the game, down 9-8. They get their touch. And Alex Major playing strong D out on the wing. Cole Warbrick in, also an extremely strong defensive midi. Miller Allspaw out on the top and Graham Weiler on the wing. Shot off cage, backed up by Kings with 53 seconds or so to go. Pass to the middle, shot over the top, a little bit high.
Backed up by Kings with about 40 seconds left here. So, folks, our time on our clock may be a little off, so don't be surprised if the play continues past the clock. Nice save by Mayhew. It'll stay Kings ball.
Henry's actually had
It's
a
a
real
dead clock
solid
right now.
game.
We're about 34 seconds, according to the clock. 1 minute left.
Oh, and a roll. Inside roll and a goal. So we've got just under a minute left in the game, and the score is tied up 9-9 on a beautiful inside roll by Sharner.
So there's about 59 seconds left in this game. There'll be a face-off with Patrick Ferris, Brooke McClay in the near wing, Owen Taylor in the far wing, Mike.
Yeah, we've seen that this year. That's not unusual to see Owen out there on a face-off that we've got to win. We've got to win this face-off. So looks like Patrick just can't quite come up with the loose ball, and
he gets the ground ball.
He does.
And Tim quickly calls a timeout. So we're about 53 seconds left here. Braves have the ball in their offensive end of the field, Mike. You know, let's since it is such a cold night, let's start talking about.
Yes,
your
it is.
score is correct. It's 9-9, 53 seconds. What do the Braves have to do to get this ball in cage?
I think what they need to do right now is to just get the ball and settle down and run their offense, move the ball around, and look for a mistake on the defense. Don't try and overpower somebody. Don't try and dodge through somebody or dodge around somebody. They've proven tonight when they move the ball around enough and they're patient and they keep their eyes open, keep their head up, they can find the open guy in the middle of the field or down on the crease. We've done enough of it that they should learn from that.
Yeah, when you look at the replays of this game, you're going to notice that when we score, it's because guys are moving off ball, they're passing the ball well, and getting the defense off balance, and you score. Where we've struggled tonight is where we kind of get stagnant. We're standing still, maybe passing between two or three guys and just kind of not really moving off ball. And the defense that's an easy thing to cover. And this Kings defense has done a great job of playing defense tonight.
Again, they're very athletic, physical kids.
So Owen Taylor up top with the ball. He's going to bring it down, get it into the box, pull it back out, loop around the official. Looks like Owen Taylor's going to go for the drive-by. Pulls it back out, does not get the drive-by shot off.
The clock is not running on our monitor, but so I don't know what time's left. Ball's knocked
down.
Loose.
Owen's got to stop this ball from going over. Come on.
Cole Warbrick with the loose ball.
Great ground ball by Cole.
Score by Jimmy Burnett on the left-handed shot. Dodges into the crease and bounces one past the goalie.
Stop the clock. You're at about 20 seconds.
That was a beautiful dodge and score by Jimmy Burnett. Started going in with his right hand and switched back to his left and bounced it over.
Here comes the replay. You're going to see a nice feed from Jimmy Burnett.
Here goes Jimmy's with his right hand. Watch him switch over to his left hand. There's the switch. The bounce shot right over. Bounced and went right up high in the upper 90 for the score. Now if we can win the face-off here, that could go in the books as the game winner. And we do win the face-off.
Throws it away, and the game's over,
Game's
folks.
over. That's it.
So, Mike, you know, not a pretty game tonight. A win for the Braves, 10-9. They play hard. The Braves have got to figure out how to get their offense back in sync. Earlier in the season, they were doing a great job of moving the ball around, moving off ball, and scoring at will pretty much. This game should not have been this close.
No, it shouldn't have, Rob. And we scored 10 goals again, and that's not bad. I mean, getting 10 goals on offense is not bad. I think that this weather probably had a little bit to do with how sloppy this was tonight, but you'd sure like to think that they could tighten it up and clean it up now going forward into the playoffs. This was a good win. Kings is D1. They were ranked substantially higher in the state, and they beat Loveland, and Loveland put it on us pretty good this year. So I would think that the kids are happy with this. Coach McKay's got to be happy to get out here with a win tonight, even though it was kind of sloppy. A couple of years from now, you're going to look back, it's going to be a win.
Yep, it's a win. A win is a win is a win. So with the wind blowing hard, we're going to wrap it up here, folks. I'm Rob Young with Mike Fruland. We want to send a big thanks out to all our staff that have been running the cameras. And we'll have our credits here as the teams shake hands. Now, this is the IHTN. We'll be here again tomorrow bringing you the girls' action against the DeSales team out of Columbus, where it'll be a grudge match of a replay of the last year's state championship. And here are the credits. Michael Overberg, Brandon Overberg. Went a little quick there on the, so here they come. So on our producer, Zach Young, director, Zach Young, graphics, Michael Overberg, Ryan Bohr, Brandon Schulter, and Rob Young and Mike Fruland here as I botch everything tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'm Rob Young signing off of the IHTN Sports Network. We'll see you at the next game.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.